Welcome back to National Report. Dan and Jennifer Mead are suing the Rockford Public School District in Michigan. They claim district employees began treating the couple's middle school daughter as a boy without their knowledge or consent and took steps to conceal these actions from those parents.
The Meads withdrew their daughter from the middle school in October of 2022, now reportedly homeschooling her. Dan Mead and Jennifer Mead, the students' parents, joining us live now. We appreciate that and tell that story. And Kate Anderson, senior counsel for the Alliance Defending Freedom, representing the Mead family. Thank you to all three of you for coming on. And again, sharing stories like this that we read about. We don't often get to hear from the parents. Today we do. Dan, can I start with you? Would you mind telling us what happened with your daughter with the school?
So we were working with the school to best help her academically in regards to her autism because of documents that school officials had accidentally not altered. It came to our attention that the school was in the process of transitioning our daughter within the school from being a girl to a boy, using both boy's name as well as male pronouns.
Jennifer, what was it like to find out that information?
It was absolutely shocking. I was in disbelief. We had been working very closely with the school concerning some of the struggles that my daughter was having there academically and emotionally. And to find out that they were holding this information from us, it was hurting our child. It was absolutely just, I was in disbelief. It hurt.
Let me read this really quickly. Kate, I'm going to get to you in just one moment, but I wanted to hang with the parents just for a second because on the school side, the school allegedly has a policy of not disclosing a student's LGBTQ status to their parents if the student has not, quote, come out to them yet, protecting the student's privacy, their ability to come out as their parents when and how they see fit. This is all according to, again, the guidance from Michigan's Board of Education, quote here. When requested by a student, school staff should engage in reasonable and good faith efforts to address students by their chosen name and pronouns that correspond to their gender identity. And when students have not come out to their parent or parents, a disclosure to parent or parents should be carefully considered, unquote. That's just a pull there. The superintendent of the district has not commented yet, but there's the guidance from the Board of Education in Michigan. Jennifer, as a mom, you read that, what goes through your mind?
That's a voluntary policy that they've put into force. And it really upsets me because we've been working so closely with the school counselor, with the staff, trying to work together. And so I look at this policy and I think, how can this even be? It is hurting children. It's hurt my daughter. It's hurt our family. I don't understand how something like this could even be enforced in our public schools today.
All right, let me welcome in Kate, because from the way that you both have described this situation to us, it seems as though there should be some sort of accountability going on. And Kate, I understand filing the lawsuit here alleging the school violated the Parents' First and 14th Amendments. You're quoted as saying parents, not the government, have the right to direct the upbringing, education, and health care of their children. Tell us more about the Meads case.
Well, the school's policy hurts kids. Parents have the responsibility and therefore the right to direct their kids' upbringing and education. And this is important. Kids struggling with something especially as difficult as gender identity need their parents coming alongside them. And a policy that's like the one that's in force in Rockford robs those students of their parents helping them along the way. Every parent should be concerned if the school is going to hide information from them. And we're talking about a school district that was actively erasing the male name off of documents, replacing it with their daughter's female name, and then giving those documents to their parents. They were actively hiding this information, and that should be concerning, and they should be held accountable.
We'll follow that. Again, this dating back to 2022. You fast forward to 2024 here. Dan and Jennifer, I'll go back to the Meads on this. Either one of you, just close this out for us. How's your daughter today? Is in her looking back, can you speak for her in this moment, or as a family looking back at this incident in the school that's being alleged? How is she?
Yeah, she's doing great. It's like she's a different child, but we're in the process of healing, helping her heal, and as a family healing. It's been a long road, but we are getting there. But to see her happy and to see her finding joy and to see the anxiety being reduced with her being in our home and just we're just speaking truth to our daughter, and it's come a long way.
That's great to hear that things have turned around, although you had to go through this, and we're going to wait and see how this lawsuit ultimately prevails. Dan and Jennifer, thank you very much. Kate Anderson, appreciate you joining us as well.
Thank you.